And I'm sure there's other times when I'm driving and oh my god, I just thought of one. I just thought of one. Okay. Another time where I almost died. And this one was like very, very, I could have very easily died. So, me, Sergey, and Alex and Andre, I think it was just four of us, were driving on a road trip to go camping. And I was driving. And my car was filled, with all the fixins. Had a giant cooler on top of my car, and we were vibing. We were having a fun time, and it was just the beginning of the road trip. Like literally not like 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 a mile or two from my house, legitimately. And now that I think of it, the saying is always you're likely to get into an accident a couple miles from your house when you're going on a road trip. So when I'm going on this road trip in May, I'm gonna pay close attention to driving. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna do that like throughout the entire time, but yeah, I mean, this was also when I was young and dumb, but basically, we were on this two-way highway, and there was a semi truck in front of us, and he was and the speed limit's I think 50, yeah, 50, and he was going legitimately probably like 20 miles per hour, and we were like right behind him. We're like, oh come on, we're trying to go on the road trip, we're all excited. And my friend Andre was in the passenger seat, and we were going around this corner, and we were waiting because right around the corner you could see white waves in front of you, and he's like, "Okay, you ready to pass him?" I'm like, "Yeah, tell me," because where it's a left turn, he's on the passenger side, so he can see further, and I'm like, "Okay, just tell me when to go and pass him, tell me if it's clear or whatever." And he's like, okay, it's clear. And as soon as I heard it's clear, I go right. I accelerate behind him or around him. 2-lane highway, by the way, 50 miles per hour. And as soon as we go, it was just like the worst. There was another car coming, and it was just hidden in the worst spot possible. And Andre was like, "Oh crap, no!" And I made the decision. I'm like, and I luckily it goes back to me being dumb, plus a really good driver and really knowing my car. I'm like, nah, I can make it. I go, and I pass him, and the car goes, and I'm like, and everybody's like, because it's like when you're young and dumb, and you almost die, but you're out scot free. It's like such a good feeling, man. I hope good vibes to all of those boys out there. I mean, for real. But but yeah, that was one of those times where it was like, oh my God, one of those times where you're laying in bed and you're like, you think back to times like that and you're like, my Lord, that easily could have gone so sour, And obviously, that would have been my fault, entirely my fault. Stupid, 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 Riley. But you learn from your mistakes.